What are the challenges of being on tour? I'm curious.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Start from the top. We can get you more water if you need.
We got water, we got wine, we got anything. We got anything you need.
Let's see. Okay, challenges being on tour right now. Well, just in general. Honestly, there's so many, so I'll just give a shotgun, kind of like a bunch of different stuff instead of one direct line. You miss people's birthdays, you miss weddings. This age, like people get, friends are getting married. You miss like, you just like miss stuff.
Miss a lot of important stuff.
Yeah, it's like someone's having a party and you're like, oh, that looks so fun. I'm 300 miles away. All right, cool. I'll just be here by myself, or like you're with people.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's that. That's rough. Sometimes working with people on the road. This last tour was fantastic. Every single person who went on tour was like an absolute blast. But you're working with other people. You have personality clashes, whether they're like big or small. Yeah. So it's just like, and especially like if you're doing like a long run, you just like you're with someone or with like 4 or 5 people for like 2 months. That's it, whether or not you're performing or like working or anything, like that's just a lot. It's just a lot. Like you see a lot of like the flaws, the faults in people, like a lot of their goodness and the way that they shine and like the way they can love and care for others. But yeah. So there's that. Takes a toll on your body. It's tough to make sure that you like can keep like meditating, like get enough time to do like this and to be like, okay, like I'm here, I'm alive, and like take some time to do that because you're always on the go, especially if you're doing like long distance ones instead of like 2 hours. Like that's an easier drive, but like an 8-hour day, 7-hour day, you're in the car most of the day, you're sitting. Not this last one that I did, like it was like 3 tours ago or whatever in July, that I was with one of my best friends since childhood. Call her my little sister. And we'd just been in the car, and so we were in Nashville playing some, like we were playing like volleyball or something with people. It was like just messing around for a day. We'd been sitting for like a whole bunch of time, and I hadn't stretched or anything, and I hurt my SI joint like down here, and I was like, oh, that doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel okay. I'm gonna go sit down. Next morning, I couldn't get up like out of bed. It took me like 7 minutes to like get out of bed, like crawling. I crawled over to this like post, like pulled myself up, and then could finally walk. Not fun.
Hate to sound it.
So it takes a toll on your body. It's hard to work out. It's hard to make sure you keep running. You're doing a lot of sitting, especially if you're doing like you're sitting down when you're performing. If it's like just like a mellow night, instead of like a show. If you're doing your own booking, if you don't have like a manager or like anybody in booking, like that's what I've been doing like for like a lot of stuff like lately, which I'm actually moving to LA in January to look for management and booking, all that kind of stuff, because I'm burnt out on it. You work nonstop, and it doesn't pay back for as much as you're working, which most things in the arts don't pay back for like as much work as you're doing. You miss like the consistency of being in one place. If you're trying to do like a super budget tour, then you're like sleeping on people's couches, or you have like an inflatable pad and you sleep on the floor. You want consistency, you miss it. Food, making sure you eat healthy. It's really easy to eat unhealthy on the road. That's rough. Miss my girlfriend when I'm on the road like a whole lot. Especially staying in touch. If you're doing the DIY thing, you're really busy all the time, so staying in touch like it's really, really rough. The list is much longer than that. You get to a city, you're trying to find something to do. You have 6 hours until a gig or 3 hours, and you're like, well, I can't go to a hotel right now, or I can't, I don't have my own space right now. I don't want to go bother someone in their house. I guess I'll just sit in a coffee shop for another 3 hours, or I'll play Tiny Royale on Snapchat with my or just like trying to figure, or like books become a good friend during that time. Anyways, yeah.